Hold your horses. You're telling me that I gotta cook this for supper? Have y'all ever seen a green steak thrown right there on the grill? Now these cactus pads, otherwise known as Nopales, these things have been eaten for over 9,000 years. They have, and we're going to show you 3 different ways to fix them up today. What are Nopales? They are the pads of the prickly pear cactus. Now there's over 300 different species of these in North America and Central America. Now the younger pads, which are smaller, which are more tender, are often called nopalitos. And them are really the ones you want to get if you have the chance. The bigger pads, like these right here, are often referred to as nopales. Now, a lot of times when people cook these, they say, you know, they have the resembling flavor of a green bell pepper, maybe even asparagus. Now, these are pretty big, and I like to come up pretty good ways from the stem end here where they've been attached and just cut them off. Now, everybody's got one of these in the kitchen. I know you do. And you can go with the grain or against the grain. But I just want you to come through here and we're going to get all them stickers off. That's on the outside edges first. I like to take it in my hand and just go across here. We got to get all them little lumps, bumps here. You can see that's where them little hair-like cactus thorns were. We want to make that all smooth. Got them clean, got them rinsed that first time. That's very important to do. And I just want you to take them out because we're going to cut them in about little 1-inch squares. Then we're going to boil them in some water for about 10 minutes till they soften just a little bit. Pour them through a colander, let it drain. Then we're going to put them in some ice water for a bit. And then we're going to go ahead with the rest of it. So let's just slice these right here. Nopales a la mexicana. That is the name of the first dish. It is, and it is a very colorful dish because when we get the white onion in there first with this bacon grease, and then time you get the tomatoes and you get the nopales out there, whew, it symbolizes all the colors that are in the Mexican flag. When the Spanish missionaries and settlers arrived in the 1500s, they encountered indigenous peoples who had been preparing nopales for millennia. The Spanish brought onions, tomatoes, and cast iron. The resulting fusion? Nopales could be cooked now Mexicana style. It became the standard on ranch tables across northern Mexico and South Texas within a few generations. So, bacon grease has got hot. First goes the onion, and we're just going to let it cook till it softens a little. Them onions have softened a little. They have a little bit of cumin. Mexican oregano, and I love this brand more than anything in the world. Give it a little crumble when you pinch it in there. It just sort of helps break it up just a little more, it does. We're going to add just a tad of salt. Then we're going to add the garlic and the poblano. And for that poblano, I roasted it over an open fire, let it steam in a plastic sack a minute, and then took the seeds and the stem off, cut it up about the same size as the nopales. We'll get it in the skillet, get it to going. There is a great fragrance coming off there. Things are beginning to work. They are. I'm loving it. And we don't want to burn that garlic, so it'd be a good time to check the height of your fire. We're going to turn that down to like a medium-low. So, cherry tomatoes. Just remember, had them in ice water, run them through the colander, let them drain, and then just pour them out on a paper towel. In they go. Let's give it another stir. We're going to let this cook till we get a little char on them tomatoes and they soften and all them flavors blend and meld together. Now ain't this a beautiful dish? I'm gonna let it cool just a minute. But you could serve it this way, fresh and hot, or you could let it cool, then chill it, serve it as a sort of a cold salad. Have it for breakfast with a fried egg. I don't think there's a bad way. But me, I'm gonna have me a bite of this. If I can get all the ingredients there that I want. I am shocked. There is so much flavor coming in here. You get the little acid from the tomatoes, a little bit of the heat from the pepper, but them Nopales, which are a little bit tangy, it all blends in perfect with that cumin and that oregano. I like it so much, I'm gonna have me another. Grilled Nopales. Now I done got me some hardwood lump in here, added some mesquite wood to it because I think that's the wood they would have had on hand down there so many years ago. Now, remember, we cleaned and washed these just like we showed you right there at the first, but I need you to take your knife, come about halfway up here, and let's just cut some little strips in them. That way they're going to spread out a little, I hope. You know, there ain't nothing better than when you grill a vegetable or something on the grill, you get that good flash of smoke and heat and that char to them. 2 or 3 minutes aside, then we're going to brush them with some olive oil and some butter. Let them glaze just a little bit more. And we're going to top it off with a little smoked paprika and some Parmesan cheese. During the catastrophic Texas drought of 1947 through 1956, one of the worst in the state's history, 75% of Texas recorded below normal rainfall. Beef cattle prices collapsed from 15 cents a pound to 5 cents. Feed was impossible to find or afford, but the prickly pear cactus was everywhere, packed with moisture and enough protein and nutrients to sustain livestock. The problem? The spines. A rancher named Clyde J. Davis from north of Lockhart, Texas, came up with a solution. He built a prickly pear burner, also called a Blackwell burner, a propane torch device that burned off the spines right on the living cactus plant. The pear burner became standard equipment on drought-stricken Texas ranches. I do love to grill these up, and I do love to eat them just like that because they are oh so good. Got that char and that flavor to them. But also, you can put these on a salad. You could put these on a hamburger. You could even put them on a quesadilla filled with cheese. But what I like to do is top them right there on top of a taco. Looky there, in there. I'm saving the dance to the end, folks, but it's hard. That is so good. As the railroad expanded, supplies become more plentiful and spread across everywhere. But one guy that was really wanting them and looked out for him, it was the chuck wagon cook. And what was he after? He got lard. What can you do with lard? Deep fry. Oh my gosh, goodness is coming about. Especially back in the Southwest in the late 1800s, deep frying become a big thing with these Nopales. Now, we treated them the same way we did. We cleaned them, chopped them, boiled them, cooled them, got them over here on a paper towel to dry out. Now, to that, we're going to have a cup of flour and a cup of cornmeal I done got in this little bowl. To that, we're going to add a little baking powder. Now, have y'all ever eat okra? Okra was a staple at my house.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it okra or okra?
Well, back there in southwestern Oklahoma, it was okra. And if you didn't get there quick, you wasn't going to get none. Now, the reason I want to go back a little bit and tell you why do we boil these and then we chill them like that. First of all, if you know anything about okra and you cut it and you begin to cook it, it's got this sort of old gel that comes out. Same thing with them cactuses, just old white sort of sticky stuff. This makes the process a little better, tenders them up some, but when you're frying Make sure that these are dry because oil and water do not mix. So we've added our baking powder in here. We're going to use some of our original seasoning. If you ain't got that, black pepper, salt, little garlic powder get you by. Give it a good stirring and mixing with your hand. To that, we got to have a cackleberry. In it goes a little cow juice. Give it a good mixing. What we're going to start out with is we'll put the Nopales over here in the egg mixture to give them a little coating. Then we'll dredge them in the flour, and then we're going to throw them in that wonderful thing that the old chuck wagon cooked is, some hot oil and deep fry. Not only does this plant offer a lot of different ways to prepare and eat it, but it also has many health and healing properties that have been used for thousands of years. Aztec healers used the cactus juice to treat burns. They used pads as wound dressing to reduce inflammation. The cactus was called La Planta da Vida, the plant of life. Unlike most cacti, the entire nopal plant is edible. Pads, fruit, buds, and flowers. Nopales are loaded with fiber, both soluble and insoluble, which helps regulate blood sugar. Studies have shown that they can have real benefits for people managing type 2 diabetes. They're rich in vitamin C, magnesium, potassium, and calcium. This is my favorite way to have them, and I am going to have me one right now. The crunch, the flavor. To me, this is just like okra, but it got just a little tang. I do love them. Well, there you have it. Nopales 3 ways. Now, something happened to one of the tacos. Me, I do love a quesadilla, and I'm going to put me some of them grilled Nopales right up here on top. Oh man, Lou, make me want to run everywhere I can. Find me some more of them cactus and pick off some of them nopales and fry them up. I want y'all to look for these in the grocery store, and I want you to try them out. And we're going to have to finish up pretty quick because I think the good Lord finna let us get some water. But there's so much flavor that comes out of this. And these old cactus have stood the test of time. People getting by on them forever and ever. But try them, fry them up, grill them, whatever you got to do. But let me know, leave me a comment. But it is with great pride, honor, and privilege that I tip my hat to all the servicemen and women and all the veterans that have kept that old flag flying behind me there. We commend you all and we lift you up in prayer daily. The rest of you get on up in here. You ain't going to see it, but when I hug the back of you, I'm going to slap you with one of them cactus pads. God bless you each and every one, and I'll see you down the Nopales Trail.